Loafers! Loafers! And welcome back to the Fast Break Kids for our extra point. We like to do these extra points just to discuss one topic for a little bit. More bite-sized views, 9 or 10 minutes. But today, this topic we could go a little overboard because possible. This is something that is very near and dear to our hearts. We're going to talk about Tim Tebow because you know what?
We love Timmy.
We love Tim Tebow, and it's silly how the public has almost just like an innate, a natural rage towards Tim Tebow for no real reason.
Here's what I have to say about that. Tim Tebow could go build houses in Africa. Tim Giant.
Tebow, not Tego. That's a different guy.
That's another guy.
That's another guy.
Tim Tebow could go build houses in Africa for the next 10 years, and then he would come back to the States and be
dislikes.
He would come back to the States and be like, "Hey Tim, where you been for the last 10 years?" "Oh, I was building houses in Africa. I was really trying to help put together infrastructure. I was helping out with a lot of things. I even helped out with this great group called Charity Water. Helping to get clean drinking water to all these remote villages." People get back like, "Tim, you suck.
You suck, man.
Tim Tebow's the worst." And there'd be a headline that goes, "Tim Tebow goes vagabond for 10 years." Tim Tebow,
what a loser.
What a loser,
No, it is ridiculous. And you're right. What has he done? What has he done?
All he's done
to deserve.
In my eyes, all Tim Tebow has done is be a gentleman, be the kindest man probably the professional sports world has ever seen.
Oh man. He's one of the few people I want to meet. I want to meet him so bad.
Just an optimist to the T. I don't
exactly. And
what? What has he done?
I know, and a lot of people are probably thinking, why are you talking about Tim Tebow right now? What's the point? He hasn't played in a few years.
And that's the only thing he's done wrong. The only thing he's done wrong is not been a successful NFL quarterback.
And even then, I'm going to touch on that in just a minute.
Yes, we have things to say.
But the reason we're bringing it up now is because I was actually listening.
Well, he'll always be relevant for probably the next 5-10 years.
He will. He's Tim Tebow. He's awesome. But I was listening to a local Tucson radio show. Kevin and Mike. Kevin Woodman. He's a
on 1290.
Great radio host on 1290. Plug. The Source. They were doing a great job talking about it because honestly, it's very rare to hear analysts and radio and TV pundits talk positively about Tim Tebow. And
as weird as that is,
and they were saying, I was
strange.
And I loved listening to it because they were just like, what is wrong with what he's doing? People now are getting on Tim Tebow because he wants to play baseball.
And that's the thing. That's what we're talking about.
And yeah, that's why it's been brought up. And it's like, who cares? If an MLB team wants to give him a shot in their farm league, who cares?
Right. Do you honestly... So for those who aren't familiar with baseball's minor league system, each major league team has access to about 6 or 7 or 8, minor league instructional teams. Because you have winter league over in Latin America, you have your fall league in Arizona, and then you have your short A, your long A, and then your double A, then your triple A. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So if someone wants to give Tim Tebow a shot in a winter team or even fall ball in Arizona, like you were saying, who gives?
And they were talking to him after his workout because there's 20-some scouts that went to go watch him hit and throw and stuff like that. And he was saying he's just like...
Well, there were like 60 scouts who went there to represent, I think, close to all 30 teams.
Oh,
so
really?
there was obviously, So there were 28
there you
teams.
go. That's how much you know about baseball.
There were 28 teams there who represented at his...
I think that's what I saw.
At his workout. You know, so obviously he's
of interest.
He's of interest, exactly.
Yeah, and...
Which he should be, because if you look at him just as an athlete, he's huge.
Raw.
He's fast,
talent,
yeah.
Teachable, moldable. I mean,
he seems to be teachable at least. You know,
there's no ego there.
He seems open. He seems open to doing whatever it takes,
right.
Except for in the NFL.
Whoa.
No, I just mean to make it in the NFL. That's all I'll say there.
That, I totally agree with him on that. But, I'm talking about baseball for right now.
Yeah.
When, he talked after the workout and he was just like...
He was upbeat.
He's like, when did trying to, reach for your dreams, when was that a bad thing? Like, I would rather do this and fail than live my life knowing I didn't even try.
Right.
Like, and I think that's something that's awesome. And we were talking about the other day.
I think that's
just like, why wouldn't you go for your goals?
I think that's
why settle?
I think that's something to look at in life in general.
And you get to play in the NFL at the highest level.
He
took
did.
a team to the playoffs
And won a playoff game.
And he got screwed out of that. I'm just going to say it right now. His NFL career, I told Jared this yesterday, it's going to go down as one of the biggest travesties that we didn't get to see him play more.
At least to his full NFL potential.
Because how electric was Tebow time? That was Linsanity-esque.
That
Actually, you know what? Linsanity was Tebow time-esque.
That overtime win against the Steelers, I will never forget that game.
That was amazing.
I will never, in the history of ever, forget that game.
And I'm telling you, that
first
team
play from scrimmage, just an 80-yard bomb to DT, I will never forget that.
What a strike.
Never forget it. And he lasered that.
And if I'm correct, that team was 2-5 before they plugged him in as a starter, with Kyle Orton floundering around like a dead fish back there.
The ultimate
in the pocket.
The ultimate frat, bro.
Neckbeard.
Was he?
Neckbeard.
Well, he looks like a frat, bro. He's got the dip in. He's always got the beer. Yeah.
Neckbeard.
Ultimate frat, bro.
But no, that's like he led them. It wasn't like, Tebow was handed a 10-2 start.
And not to mention that year too, the kid rushed and threw for a touchdown. I think in like 4 or 5 straight games.
It was just magical to watch this run, and like people were constantly pooping on him every week. Oh,
Merrill
he's terrible.
Hodge.
He's
Merrill
bad.
Hodge was like he took Merrill Hodge's daughter out on a date and just didn't even
never called her back.
You should have seen him on ESPN. It was like he had a grudge against Tebow.
Oh, I could go off on how SportsCenter and NFL Network go to former running backs to talk about quarterbacks. I'm like, dude, you don't even know. Why would I listen to you?
It's like
Merrill Hodge telling me that Tim Tebow is a good quarterback. What are you talking about? You were an unsuccessful fullback.
It's like when Rodney Harrison talks about
my God,
anything. I'm just like, wait, what?
Why would I trust you? He's one of like the dirtiest players. He's like the most fined player in NFL history.
So
why would I trust you for anything? But no,
But to go back, this one illustrates our point that like Tim Tebow just gets no love.
No, he doesn't get any love. He got screwed out of so many jobs. I mean, the Jets had him. The Jets traded for him, had him behind Mark Sanchez and some Alabama quarterback that fizzled out.
And he won a national championship. I can't remember his name though.
McCarron.
No, it wasn't AJ.
McCarron?
It was a guy before AJ.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever.
Clearly, he's not important.
Not important enough. I remember Sanchez got hurt or sucked, either way. They brought in the backup.
He smashed
He
his
got
face
hurt. And then instead of going to Tebow, they said, no, let's try Mark Sanchez again. And then, lo and behold, we have the butt fumble. Ladies and gentlemen,
you were
Tim
ready
Tebow
you were
got
ready to pump
hosed.
that out later.
They didn't even try him. They didn't even say, you know what? Let's try Tebow for a game.
We already have him. Why not just field him?
Right.
Are his mechanics the best.
Oh, that's the funniest thing too.
No.
The mechanics,
But that's
and then
that's the only thing people have to say about Tim Tebow.
See,
was
it's just his mechanics.
Bad
you know?
practice.
his mechanics.
player?
He wasn't a good practice player.
His mechanics just don't work out.
Oh, the just reasoning behind all of the reasons. Oh, well, you know what? He doesn't show up for the first 3 quarters. He was awful in the first 3 quarters. Did he win? I think he won. That's all. I mean, we're in a
The NFL
league where we're like, okay, he didn't get it done. I don't care how good he played. If he didn't win, we're talking about the Bengals.
Right.
I don't care how good they are. If they didn't win a playoff game, Marvin Lewis is on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow
Won
a
playoff game.
He won. He went and beat the Steelers. And then you know what? He lost to a really good Patriots team. Who cares?
What a shame.
It was an amazing run.
Wait, you lost to Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback of all time?
I know. It's absurd.
Oh, Tim, you are the worst. Wait, psych.
Just all the excuses. It just blows my mind. And it's
Well,
So let's get back to him
possibly
playing.
the most dynastic team in the last decade.
Well, and a half.
yeah.
Yeah. What a fraud.
Let's get back to Tim Tebow playing baseball now.
People
So
playing baseball.
I don't have a problem with it. I don't care.
That's the thing too. I don't know why people have a problem. People are saying, "Well, he's gonna take somebody's spot."
Well, the thing is, if he does,
Who
then
the heck cares?
Well, if he does, though, then that means someone thinks he's good enough to do that.
Right, exactly.
So what's the problem there?
And then if he's not good enough, then he won't make it. And he'll be fine.
And
Why can't we be fine?
Right, there's plenty of successful people who probably were on that fringe where they could have been great in a lot of different or in a few sports who just didn't make it, but still went on to be successful in other things. And Tim Tebow has been a success.
Absolutely, on and most importantly off the field.
That's what I'm saying. Off the field, especially, he's been successful.
That's just, and that's why. To close this, basically, is why nobody should get mad at Tim Tebow for being Tim Tebow,
And
for being
yeah.
an honest guy, a cool guy, the ultimate locker room player.
Oh, he's the only guy. Not only, but he's the guy you'd want in your locker room.
Absolutely. And if it doesn't work out, like I said, he'll be fine with it.
I was gonna say, what really has he lost from trying out to play in the major leagues?
It's just like
What has he lost?
nothing.
Chances are he wouldn't make it to the majors anyways for the next 3 to 4 years.
And if it doesn't work out, he can go back being an SEC analyst for
Which
the SEC
he was
network.
very good at.
He can do anything he wants. He's the coolest guy. He's good looking. He's smart. I mean,
He's got it made.
he's got me.
Yes,
And
Mr.
no, just a
just-
message to the viewers.
It baffles us.
Don't hate on Tim Tebow. There's no reason.
It baffles us why people just
You know what it
kill
is? It's not baffling. You know what it is?
jealousy.
And I'm not going to get into this too much. One thing, it's faith. It's his faith. Let's be honest.
Well, because he's so
It's his
old.
faith. We got guys
Not necessarily his.
beating women,
Not necessarily his
drinking
faith,
too much,
but it just
doing drugs, killing people. You know Pac-Man shot up.
Pac-Man's definitely killed people.
You know
I
how
will
many
say this.
strip clubs he's
Yeah.
shot up?
Like I actually lied. I was talking to Wiley about Pac-Man the other day. I was like, I don't even have a problem with Pac-Man anymore. Clearly, he's cleaned up his act, at least enough
Right.
to where he's not in trouble every week. But
Yeah.
he has like almost definitely killed people.
Got
There's
to.
guys that have killed people, run them over while they're drunk. Who was it?
Dante Stallworth got hit with a vehicular manslaughter, killed a guy.
yeah.
He played.
That's the thing with the
Those
NFL.
are the guys that are still playing, and those are the guys that people are like, that guy's cool. I want to be that guy. And then we like crap on Tim Tebow.
Right, because he's so open about it. And
Why?
Because it's sad. In today's day and age, like, that stuff doesn't sell.
Quit being a hater.
It doesn't sell.
Drinking that haterade.
And it's horrible. I don't want to live in a... I don't want, like,
It's organic.
Big
Yeah.
organic Gatorade now, by the way, yeah.
Organic.
I don't want to live in a world where that kind of stuff is glorified, but you
No.
know, just having a faith and a belief in something higher than yourself is like looked down on.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like whether or not whether or not his faith is like whether or not what he believes in is wrong, like he has this belief, this ultimate faith in something higher than himself, in a purpose higher than himself, and that's like, oh, what is wrong? Like,
But-
that's looked down on.
But you know what?
I don't.
Let's
I don't
just talk
understand it.
more. Let's just talk more about Colin Kaepernick and his stupidity
Dude,
off the field.
do we even need to talk?
I don't wanna get
He's
into that.
not even relevant.
I don't want to get into that. He's
It's
not. He's not
It's
relevant.
not even worth talking
He's not.
about.
He's not.
So, Tim Tebow,
So
I hope you make it. I do.
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan. Tim
Even
Tebow.
if you don't make it, which I understand because MLB is very, very hard to
Yeah.
get into. It's probably the hardest sport. I don't know if the hardest, but it's definitely one of the hardest to get into.
It's hard for me to watch. I can't even imagine. I'm just kidding.
I love baseball. You know this about me. But I hope he makes it. Tim Tebow's the ultimate guy.
Yeah.
Ultimate class.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
So,
Wow.
So,
You put the
second
next
only
ball.
to Vasante Shenko.
Vasante
His
Shenko.
locker room.
Woo!
I love Shenko. Shenko was a good. Shenko was
Live
good.
TV.
Shenko was
Shenko before.
Shenko was great for the Vikings,
NBC
man.
did.
You just got Shenko. New TV show.
I would watch that.
Know that rule, and then you just got Shenko. So yeah, that's our thoughts.
Tape!
The Tim
Oh,
Tebow
sorry.
tape.
Sorry, I didn't.
Tape.
Sorry.
So yeah, and once
That was an
again,
accident.
thanks to Kevin and Mike for giving me the idea to talk about Tim Tebow. It's been a while since I talked about Tim Tebow.
I
Just
like
kidding.
it.
I talk about Tim Tebow every day.
I relish any opportunity to talk about the Tebow.
Speaking the truth, the fast break kids. Thank you for tuning in. It's been an extra point for Josh, for Jared.
got Shenko!
Oh!
How do you turn this thing off?
I'm Juan Lewis. This has been the Fast Break Kids.
How you turn this thing off?
Just turn it off, dude. Just
That's,
press buttons.
That's
Come
too
on.
much.
No!
No?
You closed it.
I closed it.
No!
Oh.
Shenko!
Oh no!